Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 195 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. I'm Christine.
And I'm Sam.
I have COVID.
Yeah, you do.
So if my voice sounds a little stupid, that's why. Here's what's coming up in today's show. This week's Y-Files exposes a strange tradition in one Virginia town. The Chincoteague Wild Pony Swim has been happening for the past 100 years. What is it? Why does it happen? Is it animal exploitation? We'll try to answer all those questions.
In our Noteworthy segment, hundreds of slaughterhouse workers are losing their work visas. We'll tell you what's going on.
And in our main topic, 5 vegetables are suddenly skyrocketing in price. We'll tell you what they are, why you'll be paying more for them when you shop. But before we get into all that, what have we been up to?
Well, you've had COVID.
I have had COVID. I caught the COVID at Lucy's theater camp.
Yes, probably on performance day.
Yeah, because apparently some of the kids were sick and they didn't realize that some of the kids actually had COVID. Mm-hmm. And so what happened was I saw a friend of ours who was also at the performance posted on Facebook that she wasn't going to be able to do something with her business because she tested positive for COVID. And I'm like, and that the evening before, I had started to get a sore throat. Mm-hmm. So I tested myself twice with 2 different home tests, and both of them were positive. So, yeah.
Yep. So Christine has been in illness mode for the last week.
In illness mode engaged.
Yes, illness mode engaged.
Yeah.
And I fortunately have not gotten COVID.
I know. I'm so glad that you didn't get it.
Me too. And actually, Lucy was here all of last week as well, and she didn't catch it either.
She didn't get it either. So, she's either a carrier or you're a carrier. I don't know. Somebody's a carrier. Or I got it at the performance itself.
I mean, I think that's the most likely because since then, a few other kids have come down with COVID. And
yeah, they actually had to cancel their second week performance of Peter Pan because Peter Pan had COVID.
Yes, Peter Pan got COVID. Yeah. So, yeah.
So Peter Pan could no longer fly.
Yeah. And so now I am just kind of in getting ready for the semester to start mode.
Yeah.
We have 1 more week of summer break before the students come back en masse.
Yeah.
And so that should be fun.
Yeah. Hey, and this Sunday we'll be at the Rochester Veg Fest.
Yes, we will.
At Parcel 5 in Rochester. That's this Sunday, the 24th. Please come out and see us if you're in the area. Stop by the booth and say hello.
And what are the hours for that? 10 to 4?
I think it's 10 to 4. Yeah, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There'll be lots of great food vendors and other amazing vendors. There's going to be speakers. There's going to be demos. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it is. We had a great time at the Rochester Veg Fest last year, so we're looking forward to this.
Yeah, it should be really good. So with all of that, let's just jump into this week's Y-Files. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this Chincoteague pony run thing.
I have not.
Well, this takes place in a little town in Virginia called Chincoteague, Virginia. Thousands gathered in Virginia to watch the Chincoteague wild ponies make their annual swim across the Assateague Channel in the 100th anniversary of the popular tradition. Foal number 36 was the champion of the short channel swim on Wednesday and crowned King Neptune, the title given each year to the first to complete the swim, according to the Chincoteague Fire Department. The horses were made famous in the 1947 classic children's novel Misty of Chincoteague by author Marguerite Henry. Saltwater cowboys on horseback round up the ponies, who then swim the channel and come ashore on the east side of Chincoteague Island. The event, hosted by the Chincoteague Fire Department, includes an auction of some of the foals to help control the size of the herd and maintain a healthy pony population on Assateague Island, where the ponies live most of the year. The auction is also the biggest annual fundraiser for the fire department, which manages the wild pony herd. The tradition began in 1925 as a way to raise money for Chincoteague's volunteer fire company. Interest in the pony swim grew, and visitors began coming from across the country for the annual event. Misty of Chincoteague made the event famous around the world. So what do you think about this?
I'm honestly not sure.
I hate it. frankly. These are wild ponies, okay? They're gathered up unnaturally, of course, and forced to swim across this channel. And then they're auctioned off. Some of the ponies are auctioned off in order to raise money for the fire department. I find it really disturbing.
I think and I agree with you. I feel like I don't have enough background information. Like, why did this start? What is the impact of having the, like, I don't get it. I suppose there's just a real disconnect for me with this. Like, why would this ever be necessary?
It's not necessary.
Like, I don't understand why it's happening at all.
Well, it's happening in order to raise money for the fire department.
That I understand.
Yeah.
That I completely understand. But like, who had this idea in the first place?
I do not know. There aren't too many herds of wild horses in America anymore.
No, there are not.
And I know I've only seen them once on the West Coast, and it was one of the most amazing experiences ever.
Really?
And where I was on the West Coast, if the horses came onto the beach, you were, by law, you had to vacate the beach. This was
cool.
Native American land where we were. And so when the horses started running down the beach, of course you want to stand there and watch them, but we had to move back to where the roadway was.
Right.
And in order to give them, egress or whatever.
Yes.
And it was an amazing experience. And they're like running through the ocean and stuff.
That is so cool.
And just exactly how you would imagine wild horses being. They're like biting at each other.
Right.
Running, their manes are flying crazy in the wind. And this thing with the Chincoteague ponies, it just kind of it makes me sad because these animals should be protected. Now, I know it says that the fire department is, I guess, charged with their care, and I'm not exactly sure what all that involves.
No, neither do I. And that is another question that I have, because the article does say that the fire department manages the wild pony herd. And I don't know exactly what that means.
Well, I think what it means is that every year they do this, and then they auction off some of the horses to maintain the herd at a certain number of horses.
Okay. And so then my question becomes, so after these ponies swim the channel, are made to swim the channel, and some of them are auctioned off, do the ones who are being returned to Assateague Island have to swim the channel again to get back home?
I would imagine that they're not, helicoptering them back across.
I wouldn't think so. Okay. So yes, I completely agree with you. This is hideous.
It's exploitation.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. The fact that their fire department is benefiting from all of this, it's complete animal exploitation.
Yes, it absolutely is. I mean, especially given the fact that the animals in question, they live on an island. They are essentially self-sufficient.
Yeah, and essentially protected.
Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of gross.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think it's one of those things that people will chalk up to it's cultural, it's tradition, it's something we've always done, so it's okay.
Well, it's not something you've always done. It's something that's been done for the past 100 years.
Right.
And there are many, many traditions that have come and gone in the world, and the ones that usually go because they are no longer appropriate. They are no longer culturally appropriate.
Yeah.
They don't jive with modern day ethics.
Yeah.
And so, I wouldn't mind seeing the end of this.
I would totally like to see this come to an end and have the ponies come under the care of some conservation group.
Yes, I agree. That would be preferable.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yes. So apologies for my confusion right at the beginning.
You were confused?
Well, yes, because I just feel like, because it says that the ponies live on the island most of the year. Mm-hmm. So do they live on the mainland for whatever rest of the year?
See, I don't know that.
Why is that?
I don't know. But I do know that they're rounded up.
Right, I get
once
that.
a year for this event.
But then my question, and see, it's all of these little things. So my question is like, well, why would they not live on the island year round? Does the island become uninhabitable at some point during the year? And so
I don't know.
Exactly. And so that's why I said I don't know. And I feel like I didn't have quite enough information
to make a decision as to whether or not you thought this was a bad idea.
But if it is just in fact what it looks like on the surface, then no, it should be done away with.
Yeah, let me know if you are familiar with this thing with the Chincoteague ponies, and let me know what you think of it, because this is something I've never heard of, even though it happens every year in a state in the United States of America.
Right.
You would think that this is something that you would have heard of, right?
Yeah, you would think.
I've never heard
of it.
Yeah. And that's why it ended up in the Y files.
Indeed.
That brings us to our Noteworthy segment. And this week's Noteworthy segment, we're talking about employees in the meatpacking and slaughterhouse industry. And they're having trouble with their visas.
Yes, and this is coming from Sentient Media, written by Nina Al-Kadi. Hundreds of Iowa meatpacking employee visas have been revoked. So 200 JBS employees from 4 countries are losing their U.S. work authorization. At a July 15th city council meeting in Ottumwa, Iowa, Mayor Rick Johnson announced that JBS, the largest meat processor in the world, was issuing 200 notices to employees from Haiti, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela that their work visas had been revoked. He said that the company was sending affected employees a letter and would also be meeting with each employee individually, where they would be told that their employment at JBS was over and that they must get out of the country immediately. The plant employs approximately 2,000 people. So this is 10% of their workforce.
Yeah, 10% of their workforce. And I'm wondering how many of those people showed up for those meetings and how many of those people just fled.
I have absolutely no idea.
You know?
Yes. Keep those people in our prayers and hope that they can get arrangements made, Johnson said at the council meeting.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, per usual. He told residents that many of these employees have planted roots in Ottumwa, and for many of them, it will not be as easy as packing a bag to leave. They've got houses and family and furnishings and stuff and cars.
Yeah, these are people here legally.
Yes.
On work visas. These are legal, non-documented people on work visas.
Well, if they have a work visa,
then
they are in some way documented. They may not yet be citizens.
Right.
But they are legal residents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This measure comes in light of the Department of Homeland Security ending temporary protected status for residents of multiple countries. The program aims to provide refuge for citizens from countries where conditions may be too unsafe to return, historically protecting them from deportation. The Trump administration has now changed that, and the Supreme Court upheld the move.
Yeah, so basically, if you come from a country where the people are brown, you're going home. That's basically what they, whether it's dangerous for you to go. I mean, there's terrible things happening in a lot of these countries.
Yes.
Whether it's dangerous for you to go back or not, you're no longer welcome here.
It is also my understanding that if these employees can't qualify for another type of exemption, then they are being instructed to leave the U.S. immediately, Johnson wrote to Sentient in an email. Immigration raids on meatpacking facilities and farms have increased under the Trump administration. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, documented 32,809 enforcement arrests during Trump's first 50 days in office. Since June, Trump has paused, then unpaused immigration raids on agricultural facilities. Approximately 42% of meatpacking workers are immigrants. In 2024, a JBS plant in Colorado was accused of human trafficking workers from Haiti and Benin. Although a U.S. firm owned by JBS made the single biggest donation to Trump's inaugural campaign, the corporation is not immune to the effects of his policies. Mm-hmm. Sentient reached out to JBS for comment, but has not heard back.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Yeah, so once again, the brown people.
Yes. And of course, we're not objecting to this based on the idea that meatpacking facilities are losing employees. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, but these are, like the article said, these are people who have been living here for extended periods of time. They have families, they have houses.
Yes.
They're tax-paying.
Yes.
Non-citizen people.
That's right. And if these people were choosing to leave their jobs of their own volition, I would be celebrating.
Right.
Because hooray.
Yeah.
Yes. I have no desire for the meatpacking industry to have an easy time of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way that this is being done is absolutely reprehensible.
And the fact that JBS has been accused of human trafficking.
Yes.
It just makes you think, okay, they're not completely on the up and up to begin with.
Of course not.
And they're not going to treat these people well.
No.
So if I were any of those employees here on a work visa, I probably would be fleeing.
Oh, absolutely.
Before being sent back to a country where my family and I are in danger.
Yes.
So, hopefully those people can
instead of being deported,
out.
Get thee to Canada, get thee to Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go someplace else.
Yep. I tell you, the world's a mess.
The world is a mess.
It is a ginormous mess.
Yeah. Now let's move on to our main topic. This week's main topic might not seem as important in the grand scheme of everything else that is going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
But apparently there are 5 vegetables out there that are suddenly skyrocketing in price.
This is coming from Veg Out magazine and written by Jordan Cooper. If you've been cruising the CRISPR section lately, playlist of moody indie beats in your headphones, mental list of kombucha flavors to try next, you may have felt your eyebrows levitate at the price tags dangling off everyday veggies. Overall food inflation has cooled to around 3%, according to the latest Consumer Price Index. But pockets of the produce world are setting fresh records, leaving even seasoned meal prep champs blinking in disbelief. Why the disconnect? Weather extremes fueled by a stubbornly warm Pacific, hello again, El Nino, lingering logistics snarls, shifting acreage decisions, and trade friction are squeezing supply, just as demand rebounds in restaurants and home kitchens. Think of it as a remix no one asked for. Climate beats, tariff baselines, and a chorus of hungry shoppers. Below, we dig into the 5 vegetables whose price trajectories have shot up fastest this season, and the backstory behind each spike. Number 1 on the list is garlic, the aromatic MVP in short supply.
Yeah, hopefully you can find a local grower, because garlic is something that's pretty easily grown. You might be able to find it at a farm stand or something.
Indeed. A head of garlic usually costs pocket change. This year, it's flirting with luxury item status. Importers from Los Angeles to New York report the highest levels we've ever seen, with wholesale quotes soaring past previous peaks as Mexican harvests wind down and Spanish volume can't fill the gap. Steep U.S. tariffs keep most Chinese product on the sidelines, so domestic buyers are scrambling for any non-Chinese bulbs they can snag. So why the squeeze? 1, we've got some global weather whiplash. Heavy post-harvest rains wiped out part of Spain's 2023 crop, shrinking carry-in stocks for 2025. Existing duties on Chinese garlic, plus growing political pressure over alleged sewage garlic, leave domestic distributors with few fallback options. And there's been some sticky demand. Garlic's culinary ubiquity means substitution is tricky. No chef is swapping it for, say, marshmallows, so buyers absorb the hit.
Yeah, you definitely cannot substitute marshmallows when something calls for garlic.
Most certainly not.
I mean, I suppose you could use garlic powder or possibly minced jarred garlic, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
You got to have
not even close
fresh,
to the same.
fresh garlic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the author offers a tip here that you can stretch flavor by steeping minced cloves in neutral oil and then using the infused oil for sautés. and you'll waste less of the pricey bulb.
That's a good tip.
It's a very good tip.
Make yourself some garlic oil.
Yeah. Next on the list, we've got organic celery, and we're talking $40 cartons and counting.
Yeah.
Organic celery used to be the wallflower of the juicing crowd. Now it's the prom queen with diamond-encrusted corsage. FOB prices hit $35 to $40 per carton this spring, triple the conventional market, after limited winter plantings in California's Oxnard district met a bout of disease and fierce shopper loyalty. Key drivers of the increase in celery prices include planting pullback, so growers wary of soft organic returns in 2024 seeded fewer acres. The gamble backfired when demand stayed robust. Mm-hmm. There have been some field diseases. Fusarium and bacterial blight trimmed yields just as supplies were already light. And there have been some hearts over stalks issues. Retailers in general favor trimmed celery hearts, which means more culling and fewer full bunches in the pipeline.
It's true. You do see, and this is something that I think has only happened maybe over the last 10 or 15 years, that you see more of the packages of celery hearts, which is like most of the stock is gone. Mm-hmm. What happens to the rest of those stalks?
I don't know.
You know?
I mean, maybe are they then dried and turned into celery powder?
Maybe, or sold to soup companies or
possibly.
You know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But I mean, I love celery greens. I love all the lovely
I try to buy
stuff.
full.
I love the stems.
I try to buy full.
Yeah.
Full stalks.
It's awesome. So how long will this last? Industry scouts expect relief only when Nevada and later Salinas acreage kicks in midsummer. But even then, the spread over conventional could stay historically wide. Jordan's tip: if you're juicing, use the leafy tops too. More micronutrients, less waste, better value. Third on the list, and this one is going to hit Christine hard.
Yeah, they were already pricey and now even more pricey.
We're talking about bell peppers, whose prices have gone up due to heat waves and hailstorms. From fajitas to football party crudités, bell peppers are a produce aisle staple. Yet red and green peppers have become the season's surprise splurge. Marcon's late June update flagged escalating markets as California's desert fields slowed under triple-digit highs, while a hailstorm abruptly ended Georgia's season. What's powering the climb in prices? The 1-2 weather punch. Early heat accelerated ripening in the Imperial Valley, pulling volume forward. Hail in the southeast shredded East Coast supply just as retail ads ramped up for grilling season. There have been some production gaps, with central Mexico volumes off their peak and Bakersfield fields not yet in full swing. Supplies remain patchy. There have also been rising input costs. Labor, packaging, and diesel aren't dropping as fast as headline inflation, padding the FOB floor. The market outlook for bell peppers: analysts expect steady to slightly higher price action through mid-July. A sudden cool spell could send another jolt by stunting the fruit set. Mm-hmm. Jordan's tip: opt for frozen pepper strips in cooked dishes. They're harvested at peak ripeness and can be half the price per pound.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has a good bag of frozen peppers, and then you can also get frozen peppers and onions, like a mix. And it is good to keep those on hand in the freezer for when either you can't afford to buy bell peppers at the store or you just forgot to buy them. But we go through a lot of peppers.
We do. It amazes me how many peppers we go through every time we go to the grocery store. Christine's buying at least half a dozen bell peppers. And I'm like, but we already have bell peppers. And she's like, we go through a lot of peppers. We don't understand.
We do.
Yeah.
I mean, I use them in almost everything. You know, if I make scrambles or, I don't know, I use them a lot. I don't
scrambles, salads, pastas, stir fries, you name it. I mean, tacos, burritos, bowls, pizza, all of it. Yeah, peppers are a staple.
They
no
are.
Question.
And here, a little fact. Here's a little fun fact.
Come on, these are fun facts, guys. Let's have fun with them.
Green peppers are actually underripe peppers. Green peppers are pulled off of the plant before they turn red or orange
Or yellow.
Or yellow. Now, also...
I did not know that.
Yes, also green peppers have the least nutritional value because of the fact that they're not actually vine ripened.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So as far as nutritional value goes, you want the most colorful pepper you can get, red.
Which is why you always buy the 3-pack of red, orange, yellow.
Yeah. But I also do love the flavor of a green pepper in certain aspects. So I will also buy, 2 or 3 big green peppers. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the red and the more colorful peppers are actually better for you.
That's really cool.
They have more nutrients. So,
well, thank you for that information.
Fun fact.
Indeed. That was a truly fun fact.
Yeah. I
love it. Next on our list is pepper's constant sidekick, onions.
We go through a lot of these too.
Yeah, we do.
And luckily we've been getting some from our farm share. So.
And they've been so good.
They are good.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet onions.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Whether you caramelize, pickle, or fling them on a vegan brat, onions are the bedrock of flavor. And this year, they're looking spendy. The supply of large and medium yellow and whites is substantially down from last year, with red onions tightening fast, according to Wisconsin-based shipper Alsam Farms. The pressure points: shrinking storage carry-in, strong 2024 demand cleared bins earlier than usual. Mexican water woes, drought, limited crossings forcing buyers further afield, and an early finish in northern states. Heavy drawdowns accelerated the end of the Midwest season, leaving a vacuum before Texas ramps up. Prices are still rising, albeit at a slower clip, running a lot higher than a year ago, growers say. As Texas harvest expands, quotes could ease $3 to $5 per 50-pound sack, but remain elevated versus 2024. Jordan's tip: store onions in a cool, well-ventilated spot away from potatoes to extend shelf life and stretch your dollar.
Yeah, you don't want to store them in the same bin.
No, we actually have 2 lovely bins in our pantry, and one is specifically for onions and the other is specifically for potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that tends to work really well. Both our onions and our potatoes seem to last longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
they
of
do.
the way we store them.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that they're aerated.
Yes.
And the funny thing is that the onions that we will get from our farm share will far outlast onions that we get
from the grocery
store.
Yep.
Because I don't know what they do to them, but like you buy them and like a couple of days later you'll find one that's like starting to get mushy.
Yeah.
And it's like, these are onions. They're supposed to, I don't know what they do to them.
Yeah.
I think they wash them too much or
maybe,
or I don't know. So always try to find a local source for these kinds of things, because depending on where you live, what part of the country, things like garlic and onion can be grown pretty easily and in large amounts by a local farmer. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What else?
Well, the 5th item on the list is fennel.
Yeah.
A chef favorite that is currently caught in an extreme market. Fennel, the aromatic darling of pasta salads and roasted veg platters, rarely grabs headline space. Yet Performance Food Service's May Market Trends report slapped an escalated tag on fennel and an extreme flag on leeks, as low yields collided with steady restaurant demand. So why fennel and why now? First, we've got field fatigue. Cooler, wetter spring weather in California stalled bulb development, and acreage is modest to begin with. Got some competing crops. Growers chasing higher returns in celery and romaine trimmed back their fennel rows, tightening the niche crop even further. And menu momentum. Food service chains have rediscovered fennel's crunchy anise pop for plant-forward dishes, keeping wholesale buyers in the hunt.
Yeah, apparently fennel is hot now.
Yeah.
In restaurants.
For home cooks, that translates to $3 to $4 bulbs or more at upscale grocers, double last summer's sale price. Jordan's tip: don't ditch the fronds. Mince them into gremolata or fold into vegan yogurt dips to get every penny's worth. So what can shoppers do?
Yeah, what can we do?
1, swap smartly. Can't stomach $40 celery? Bok choy or Napa cabbage offer crunch for a quarter of the cost, at least for now. And we're big fans of both bok choy and Napa cabbage.
Yeah.
Just love it.
Yeah.
Buy frozen or canned. Processing seasons often run on different calendars and can insulate you from fresh market spikes. Cook stem to leaf. Use garlic skins for broth, peppercorns for stock, and onion trimmings for veggie soup base. Waste less, save more.
Funny thing about that last sentence is all those three things are the same. You just said the same thing 3 different times.
Oh gosh, West Wing reference.
That's a West Wing reference.
It really is.
But broth.
You just said 3 things that mean the same thing.
Yeah, broth, stock, and soup base
all the same.
are basically the same thing.
Yes. So Jordan, you just said 3 things that mean the same thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. And then watch your weekly ads. Retailers often absorb short-term increases to keep traffic flowing, especially ahead of holidays. So it could be that your local grocer will have a special on a particular item.
Yeah.
That will help. And let's take a look at the bigger picture. Climate volatility and global trade friction aren't likely to vanish by the next farmers market. For producers, that means more hedging and diversified sourcing. For us veggie lovers, it means staying nimble, leaning on seasonal variety, and embracing those kitchen scrap TikTok hacks we once scrolled past. In the meantime, keep an eye on the produce aisle's price ticker. It's the most suspenseful reality show playing out in real time. And hey, when you do splurge on that fragrant bulb of garlic or bouquet of celery, make it sing. Slow roast cloves until jammy, blitz stalks into a bright green chimichurri, and remember that, yes, even inflation can taste delicious with the right playlist and a drizzle of good olive oil.
Those are good tips. And I especially like the kitchen scrap TikTok hack.
Never having been on TikTok, I have never seen a kitchen scrap TikTok
It's
hack.
just fun to say.
Yes.
Kitchen scrap TikTok hack.
It is. That is satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the reasons why you might be paying a little bit more for some of your vegetables this summer if you haven't sourced, a local place to get them.
Yep, for sure.
It's time for our assignment restaurant SOS.
This week, we're taking a look at Bar Vegan. Located at 205 Lark Street in Albany, New York, Bar Vegan is a modern tapas and cocktail bar. All of their foods and cocktails are house-made using locally sourced ingredients.
Yeah, let's look at their menu. My favorite is part.
Okay, so just the photo opening up the website makes me wish we lived a lot closer to Albany.
It's a really cute. It's a cute place.
How pretty that is.
Yeah, it's a really cute place.
Oh my gosh, I'm sold just on atmosphere. That is gorgeous.
We have to get up to Albany. There's 2
so
or 3
many
places
good things in Albany
that we've talked about in Albany that I really want to try and support,
All right. So looking at the menu, and I just want to read this one little spot at the top of their menu. It says, "Welcome to Bar Vegan, a modern tapas and cocktail bar with a convivial environment for dates and good conversations. Our menu balances remarkable flavor profiles inspired by the season and the globe, unified with only the finest quality ingredients. Bar Vegan was established to creatively bring vegan dining to a fresh, new, and delicious level. All our dishes and handcrafted cocktails are made in-house using locally sourced ingredients and spirits. We are dedicated to taking care of you, so please enjoy your experience."
Yeah, that's nice.
And I will tell you, the very first thing on their menu under the tapas and sharing category, the Bar Vegan sushi roll for 2.
Yeah.
Which is tempura battered roasted sweet potato, sweet chili, house soy, fried shallot, scallion, and sesame seeds.
That sounds good.
I am there.
Sounds really
100%.
Yeah.
I am also there for the Bang Bang cauliflower.
Yeah, a lot of places have a Bang Bang cauliflower.
I love me a Bang Bang cauliflower.
And you can't go wrong with that. You really can't.
You can't.
I would like to try the garbanzo bruschetta.
Ooh, yes.
It's a grilled baguette, tomato, red onion, basil, garlic, lemon, and balsamic reduction.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued by the zucchini fries because...
You're intrigued by it.
I am intrigued because, I mean, you can get zucchini fries many, many places.
Yeah.
But in very few places are you going to get a creamy raspberry dipping sauce.
I know, that's different.
For your zucchini fries.
That's different.
I'm deeply intrigued.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be good. I think you get a little hint of sweet to be like a sweet and salty kind of thing going on.
And then they've got edamame pot stickers. Bring that on. Golden triangles, which are crispy tofu, sweet chili, scallion, crushed peanuts, and lime.
Ooh.
They've got some spicy noodles.
Stuffed avocado.
Oh, I'm digging all of this.
They're avocados stuffed with brown rice, red onion, sweet corn, and cilantro cream. That sounds really good.
So we might have to go and just get one of each of the tapas offerings.
Yeah.
And have that be a thing.
That would be good.
That would be.
I love tapas.
I do too.
A friend of mine used to run a tapas place, and it's so fun. You just get these small plates.
Yeah. I worked in a tapas place many, many years ago.
Did you?
I did.
They have all kinds of really great signature cocktails if you're into that. They have a Negroni, a Mezcal Negroni. Ooh, a rye Manhattan. That's probably what I would get.
Oh, that's totally what you would get.
I love a good Manhattan.
Now, the one thing I'm not seeing on the drink menu is mocktails.
Oh, I bet that they do mocktails.
I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like they've got a lot going on here. And so, and the fact that they're keeping their menu relatively small.
Yeah, and the fact that it's a vegan restaurant.
And that it's a vegan restaurant.
And so many vegans are alcohol-free.
Yes.
They probably have a separate
menu for mocktails.
Yeah.
They're just not represented here.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing plenty of options that I could make. What they call make it virgin?
Yeah.
Basically, like the pomegranate lemon martini. I'm into that. The apple ginger root mule. Hello.
Yeah.
Like that would be fantastic. So yeah, lots of really, really great options.
The only downside I see to this menu is under their whiskey, bourbon, and rye menu, they do not carry Jameson.
Uh-oh.
That's a problem.
Well, but remember that they're, doing relatively local.
Yeah, local stuff.
Local stuff?
But they're not all local.
They're not all local, but...
Yeah, so I would just recommend that they carry Jameson. And maybe they do and it's just not on the menu.
It's possible.
Anyway, a lot of really great looking stuff.
Yeah, it looks really beautiful. So we really are going to have to take a trek to Albany.
Yeah, there's so many, like I was saying, there's so many places we've been talking about that are in Albany.
And we could stop at Unbeatable in Schenectady on the way.
Yeah.
Like, we need to do that.
Go there for lunch.
Yes.
Play some games and then continue on to Albany.
And go to Bar Vegan for dinner. And then we could find a great breakfast place and hop right back on the train and go home the next day.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. 3 meals. That's all we need.
It sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm there. So yeah, if you are in the Albany area, please support Bar Vegan Tapas and Cocktail Bar and send us a picture of your meal if you go there, and we will enter you into our vegan dinner winner contest.
Yeah, I would really love to see what the food looks like.
Yeah.
Really.
I have on their Instagram.
Yes. So to our Albany friends, send pictures.
Send pictures. Yes. We love some good food porn. Just send it along.
I don't know if I'd call it that, but that's going a bit far for me, but okay.
All right, now it's time for our favorite portion of the show.
Must be listener shout out time.
It's listener shout out.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
This week, we are shouting out Jade, otherwise known as Vegan Cat Mom. I'm sorry, but that sounds like our kind of people right there.
I know, right?
Vegan Cat Mom?
Yeah.
Hello. Jade is a social media follower and a frequent commenter. Thank you, Jade, both for listening and for commenting.
Yes, thank you, Jade. And please send us your t-shirt size and address so that we can send you a Compassion and Cucumbers swag bag. You can either text us using the link in our show notes. You can email us at compassionandcucumbers@gmail.com or simply DM us on Instagram or Facebook.
And for the rest of you out there, if you want a listener shout out, just text, email, or DM us. Let us know what you think of the show and tell us a little bit about yourself. You can also always nominate someone else for a shout out.
And now it's time to wrap this thing up because I don't know if I can talk much longer.
Yeah, you need to give your voice a break.
Yeah. But before we go, before I lose my voice, don't forget to subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast app and subscribe to our YouTube. Share the show with a friend or a family member that you think might enjoy what we do so we can, reach more great people just like you. You want to get news about the show? You can do that by subscribing to our weekly newsletter at our website, which is compassionandcucumbers.com. Cats.
And with that, it's time to sign off. You have just listened to episode 195 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, and there's nothing left to say but where cukes and compassion are always the fashion. On the podcast.
Thanks, James.
Have a great week, everyone.
We'll talk to you next Tuesday. We'll tell you all about the Rochester Veg Fest.
Yeah, we will. We love you.
We do. Bye-bye. Stay healthy, people.
The end.
If you'd like to support the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, well, you can do that by hopping on over to our Patreon page and becoming a patron. We have all the recipes from our vegan kitchen series up there, and we'll be adding some patron-only episodes in the near future. So thank you for supporting us at whatever level that you choose, and thank you again for listening to Compassion and Cucumbers podcast.